Now we just need to add some more annotations and labels to things. And this is relatively standard PowerPoint to items. In our home ribbon here, we can just go ahead and drop in a text box and label this the distance along the fault in kilometers. We can make that, highlight that and make it bold, maybe make it a little bit bigger than the font around it, and center that a little bit. We can add an annotation for where the epicenter is located. I can go up to the shapes option, choose a star, put that in there. Oops. You can change your star if you accidentally do it. Oops. You know, if I'm having problems doing that, it's useful to zoom in here, and then I can click around a little bit easier, and I'll put the epicenter right here. And you can see that's maybe not the best colors. So up on the on the home ribbon here, there's the shape fill option, and I can make that show up as white with a black outline. Now I want to draw an arrow indicating that the rupture propagates from left to right. So let's see, I'm going to go to that home ribbon again and choose from shapes. I'm going to choose one of these big block arrows down here. I like them. I'll put that in here, moving from left to right. And if I needed it to go the other direction, you can see I can rotate it around here and switch it that way, but we don't need that, so I'll undo that. I'm going to double click in this arrow, and I'm just going to start typing direction of rupture. And you can see it's there. But those colors just aren't quite right. So maybe I need to change the color of the shape. In the home ribbon, you can see there's a shape fill option again. I can make that white. Oops, but of course when I did that, all my text turned wrong. So I'm going to need to figure out how to change the text color. That's also in the home ribbon. You can see the font color is right there, and I can make that font black. And we've got the rupture propagating that way. We've got labels there. I also might want to indicate the location of where the most intense shaking is. And so I can go ahead and grab a shape here, put that right in here, and highlight this. Now, of course, the fill isn't good here. This isn't going to work. So when I go up to shape fill, you can see that I can choose the no fill option, and all of a sudden that makes it transparent in the middle. I can adjust the size a little bit. I can rotate this a tiny bit. And I think to make this show up more clearly, I'm going to go here to the shape options, go to the paint bucket, ask it to change the line, and I'm going to make my line a dashed line. How about like that? And maybe we can change the line color while we're here. Maybe white, maybe black. Yeah, black looks like it works pretty well in that particular spot. And we can put in a text box, also in the home ribbon again, and label that area of most intense shaking. And you can see everything's too big there, so I'm going to have to shrink this label down a little bit, I think, and move our text box around. Might be a good idea to italicize this font to show that it's different than the other labels that are in here. And of course the color isn't right. We need to make that something clearer. White shows up again very clearly for us. And then we can draw a little arrow also from the shapes here and point. And the arrow is by default in this theme gray, so I'm going to have to go here to this paint bucket to where the line is and change my line color to something that shows up a little bit better, maybe my white there. I can follow the same basic strategy to add some labels to this legend over here on the right side with the color scheme. And now we've got it, a completed product.